Welcome to the Perfect Pitch Auto Repair Sports Spotlight. They do it all at 108th and Kedzie. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver.
Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Pointless Exercise podcast. We're going to talk Cubs with Praz and eventually with Oleg. Oleg's dog has taken him out so he can pee on a bush. When they come back, he will join us. So, Mike, how are you?
I'm doing well, Andy. Doing well. How are you?
Good. Glad to. We were going to record this podcast and talk about all the things that are wrong with the Cubs, but clearly they're fixed. They're up 7-3 against the Phillies as we record. There's no way they could possibly blow this, so that's good.
Exactly. All it took
was
good. Craig choosing to go with an opener tonight to mask the almighty Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper.
Also, he doesn't have Matt Shaw wandering around right field.
That helps too. That does help too.
That the ball he didn't get to last night was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't even get close to it. It's not like he took a step back and then humped it in. He didn't get anywhere near that. It's like, all right, that was my suggestion in the newsletter is if you really want to make a utility player out of him, he can't handle first and he can't handle the outfield right now. And he's not hitting. Send him to Iowa. Have him play first base in the outfield for a few weeks. And then he can bring him back. Because it's not like he's hitting so well that's like, well, we got to keep him around. He's not. And you have the great Scott Kingery.
Yeah.
What do you
made
need?
An appearance last night too. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. That drop fly ball was one of the worst I've seen in a long time. And I do wonder, it was a little bit in the in-between area of second base and right field. And I'm thinking maybe should that be the Gold Glove second baseman's play? But it was far enough where Shaw, you got to hustle a little more for that one, buddy.
It's like George Bell out in left field. Sean will catch that.
Right.
George, you do have to run in to catch them. Dunston can't catch all the pop-ups. Now, did I mention this? Because this is a fact that I love. So, Scott Kingery, I thought he was Mike Kingery's kid. Did I talk about this?
End of the last podcast, you brought this up.
Okay. So for those of you who didn't, I can't imagine when I get to the end of every podcast.
Or maybe it was after we stopped recording. I'm not sure.
His name is Scott Michael Kingery. Mike Kingery's name is Michael Scott Kingery. And they are not related. Ooh. It's eerie. And I like the idea of Michael Scott Kingery. I declare bankruptcy.
Right.
Maybe that's who Michael Scott was named after. Maybe Ken Tremendous was was a huge Mariners fan. I don't know when he was naming people. Yeah, the other issue I have with the way that Craig is using his roster is if he's going to start Bush. Well, they have a righty tonight for the Phillies, right?
Aaron Nola, yep.
So yeah, it was Nola. But if you're going to start hiding him against lefties again, then you're going to have to get him a right-handed first baseman, right? We're really going to we're going to go with Shaw, and then we're going to go with Carson Kelly. I think, for fuck's sake. Or how about this? I mean, I know he's left-handed, but he might be your best hitter. How about Moises just plays first when Bush does it?
Yeah,
he's actually
you
done.
might,
and maybe he's bad at it, but
there,
we've seen Shaw. We know what bad looks like.
We saw it on display in a big way on Saturday in extra innings. Granted, it was a bad throw by Thielbar, but
yeah,
that's one that you expect Michael Bush to get.
It's it's almost like it was so bad that any first baseman would catch it because they would just come off the bag to get the ball. Like they wouldn't try. What he did was first he stretched too soon, which is a mistake that novice first basemen make all the time. You stretch before you know where the ball is coming, and all of a sudden you can't adjust to it. But then he still tried to hang on the bag for a ball that he wasn't going to be able to catch there. When it's like, okay, there's a runner going to third. You need to come off the bag and get the ball so he doesn't score. Yeah. And he didn't do it.
Right. Yeah.
And like, well, he didn't play first base before. Well, that kind of shit does come up at other positions too, where you know you have to keep a ball in the infield and you do whatever you can to do it. He plays third, he plays second, he's played short. It's not the same, but it's the same concept of this ball cannot go into right field or we're fucked. and it did.
Right. Or it's got to stay in front of you at the very least to keep the runner at
just
third.
knock it down.
Right.
Don't let the guy score. Boog was talking about Bregman and how he has the highest ground ball rate of his career, which is a little less than ideal. And I love it when a baseball player says something to him that is not that, like, it's not that astute. It's just kind of a basic fact, but Boog acts like it's the great. He said, and Boog pauses for effect with this. He's like, Alex told me the key to hitting is to consistently hit the ball hard at the right angle.
Wow, what a novel concept.
That's great. But it was he got a good timing award because literally as he said it, Bregman hit a base hit. He goes, "Oh, that's the right angle." But it's a lot like, what was the weird thing last year when Boog all of a sudden was talking about how, like, there's a new thing where when a runner's trying to steal second, if you're going to miss with the throw, miss to the first base side so that it takes the fielder into the runner. Like, that's not new.
Right. No.
They've been doing that for 100 years, Boog. You never want to miss to the shortstop side a second when a guy's trying to steal because you got no chance.
No, yeah, that's come to know and love that with Boog, that he will just state the obvious on these in between all of his, irreverent musings of Taylor and whatever you can find in the crowd.
Did you see Taylor yesterday reenacting? She was telling a story. It got out of hand, and it was like, okay, when it gets that bad, it's like, fine, let Taylor cook because there's nothing else going on. She was talking about playing powder puff football in high school.
Yeah.
And they were showing her, and she was like, I just wondered what the Phillies fans sitting behind third base thought. She's like pantomiming jumping up in the air to catch passes. And they're like, what's with the crazy woman down front? What is going on? Is she being attacked by bees? What's happening?
Listen, that's normal behavior for a lot of people in Philly. I mean, let's be honest
that's
here.
True.
But yeah. Right.
Maybe there's an imaginary fanatic that is like messing with her and we don't know it. I criticize Boog, but I much, much prefer it when he's there than when his backup is. So I'll take all the Boog I can get.
I decided to check out the FS1 broadcast, which was fine last night. Yeah.
Who was
it? It was Verducci on color, and I forget who the play-by-play guy was, but that's a good question now.
Yeah, I always forget when they're on other, like, they'll be on a random TBS game. I just go to Marquee like a sheep. I just wander over there. I still manage, though. Even if the remote is across the room, I will lunge across the room to change the channel before it gets to cold right for the post game. I just can't. I can't subject myself to that. I guess last week they had Jason Kipnis was like the analyst on the postgame.
Okay. Yep. He's there every now and then on the
long-time Cub, Jason Kipnis, who was there for the COVID season. I always felt kind of bad for him that he came home to play his last season with the Cubs. And then
no fans were there.
Nobody got to come. None of his friends or family got to come see him play.
Yeah.
That would kind of suck. Well, I saw on Blue Sky, you were very impressed with Javier Assad yesterday.
Yeah. Very impressed, we'll say. I guess the bigger problem would be him being allowed to allow the 9 runs that he did. But yeah,
Craig just made him wear it.
Yeah, he did.
Lou used to do that to Jason Marquis. So did Tony La Russa. Everybody liked to do that to Jason Marquis.
Yeah.
His game logs are fun. If you ever go through them, look at some Cardinal or Cub seasons with Marquis, and it'll be like, just go down the earned runs thing, and it'll be like 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 12, 4, 3, 2, 14.
14, yeah.
You're like, holy shit, what did you do to the manager that he refused to take you out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that was back-to-back games kind of where that happened, because Jameson Taillon went 6 innings and allowed 6 earned runs the day before. But I mean,
well, that's because of the wind. That was
because of the wind. Because of the wind. Yeah,
only the wind. Those weren't home runs. They barely count.
Right.
Because it was so windy. Jordan Bastian making excuses for Taillon. Oh, those wouldn't have been home runs on the day. It's like, all right, well, the Cubs are hitting it into that same wind. And then they did get 2 homers. Of course, theirs were solo shots, but got him back in the game. Yeah, you wonder if Craig, like, he does know, right, that he has 8 guys in the bullpen. Was last night, did he kind of go, fuck it, we're not coming back from this. Javi can wear it so that my bullpen game on Tuesday, I don't use any of the guys that I want to use in the bullpen game. But his bullpen game was basically turn it over to Colin Ray.
Right. It was just opener for Colin Ray.
It was an opener. It wasn't really a bullpen game.
Yep.
I don't know. But I was very impressed with Charlie Barnes, whoever that is.
No.
His first pitch as a Cub, he hit Schwarber. All right, there you go, asshole. You had 2 homers. Eat this. It was not on purpose. And Charlie's gone. Never to return.
What would you say you cut out for a second?
Charlie's gone now. You got
Charlie's gone.
Back to Iowa.
Yep.
Made him throw 62 pitches, and then now it's Luke Little time.
You ever wonder, by the way, speaking of last night's game, where, I mean, the Phillies kind of mailed it in once they had a 10-run lead, too, with their pitching decisions. They let the one guy stay in there and allow 4 runs, Johnson, I think it was. You ever wonder if teams sometimes just intentionally do that just to make sure that the opposing team still has to keep trotting actual relief pitchers out there instead of resorting to a position player? Because I kept thinking the entire time.
Like keep it close enough so you got to burn your bullpen out?
Exactly, yeah.
It could be. I think it's more, even this asshole can't blow this late. So I don't want to get another reliever up. Just, you're going to have to get some guys out. Yeah, so like so far, it's not a bullpen game, it's an opener game. They're in the 7th, and 2 pitchers have pitched. So I guess he didn't need to save it. It did seem like he was just mad at Javi. Oh, did you know this? We got an answer to my long-time question about Javier Assad, which is, what's the deal with the glasses? Why does he wear them?
They made a meal out of this for a couple games, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just that he needed them. This didn't make any sense to me, though. Couldn't see the signs without him. But now that he was pitch count, he doesn't need to see the signs. Shouldn't he be able to see wouldn't it be nice to be able to see the glove?
Right.
Maybe that's why he gave up 8 runs yesterday? Put the glasses back on.
And we did have pitch comm for the last, 3 years before this one, too? So, what was the excuse for the glasses then, man?
And they talked about they're trying to crack down. They finally figured out that some of the pitch comm delays are bullshit. It's, oh no, my pitch comm isn't working because this guy in the bullpen is not warm, and we got to get him in the game. So the current pitcher acts like the battery's dead. And they've even talked about the thing I've been pushing for since pitch comm started, which is if your pitch comm stops working, you start using signs. We're not standing around for 10 minutes while you go try to find a charger and a power bank and plug it in and stand there on the mound watching the little thing go up and down. It's like, for 140 some years, we managed to play baseball with the catcher sticking down some fingers. We're going to go back to that for an inning while you figure out your stupid pitch count. One thing we also learned, I don't remember when, but sometime this year, like in football, when one team's coach to quarterback headset goes out, the other team, they have to turn theirs off.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing this kind of at the end of the year.
That is not a thing for pitch comm. And the reason is you're responsible for your own pitch comm. So it's not if the Cubs goes out, it's not the Phillies jamming it. Although that would be funny. There's a guy with a little dish. He's just pointing it at him. This was a fuck up their pitch comm.
Like the whole thing with the Packers heaters on the sidelines not working for that game against the Bears. Yeah.
Yep. You don't have to turn yours off, as it turns out.
Yeah.
What are the odds that the Bears sideline warmers at Lambeau ever work again, though?
Oh, no chance.
I would say
no freaking chance.
That was somebody made a note over there on the Packers sideline. All right, fuck that. All right, no more propane when the Bears come to town.
And hopefully, schedule hasn't come out yet. Hopefully that game's in September or October where you don't need it, but we'll see.
It certainly looks like the Bears are going to open in Seattle on the very first game of the season. Although it's the second this year, right? Because isn't there an Australia game? The Rams and Niners, and they're going to play on the Wednesday, so they can because it's going to take them 2 days to fly home. But yeah, sounds like it's going to be Bears Seahawks to open the season.
There we go.
Oh, we've already given up on the Cubs. We're talking Bears now.
Yeah. As one does.
I could tell you the story of why it took me so long. Oh, I guess it was only about 16 minutes.
No,
I told the people where you were. I told the dog had taken you out so you could whiz on a bush.
We stopped by one of the neighbors. So my dog, it's not that. She loves these chukka balls.
Oh, yeah.
Like the orange and blue ones. And I told that to my neighbor. Well, she lives down the street. She's got a couple dogs. She's like, oh, hold on. I got something for it. She bought out a couple. The funny thing about that is just literally today, I bought 2 of these for her.
There you go.
Now she's 2 on 1. All right. So the Bears are opening in Seattle. Have you done a mock draft yet? It's kind of interesting how little, it's not, there's no life or death. Like there's no, all or nothing here.
It's a different when they're picking 25th.
Well, yeah,
picking,
that's
when they're picking first and 9th. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool, to just not even I just don't have any concerns about it. Like they're not in the news. It's nice and laid back. Maybe they'll trade during the day. Who knows? But not worried about anything. So you've given up on the Cubs already on this podcast?
No, we talked about it. It's all fixed because they're good. They're good now. They're up 7-3.
Well,
right.
From literally today,
everything's fine.
Yep.
Yeah. It's weird. It's kind of been a weird season. Everybody is within, other than the Dodgers, I think everybody else is within 4 games of each other.
The Dodgers are only on pace to win 120 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They're finally having that dominant regular season we thought. And again, it's still way early, but still.
It's crazy what happens when you go out and sign good players.
But it's funny, they're doing it. Mookie is hurt and Kyle Tucker has been bad. But it doesn't matter.
Nope. All of a sudden
Shohei simultaneously has the current longest shutout innings pitch streak and consecutive games reaching base streak. He's kind of good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Any player who would have each of those is probably each worth $35 million. And so there you go.
But he's only getting paid 2.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Basically playing for free. The stat that was crazy, the Brewers have lost. They were off last night. They've lost 5 in a row.
The Brewers?
It's the first time since 2023 that they've lost more than 4 games in a row. Yeah.
And Yelich just went on the IL?
Yeah,
Yelich did just go on the IL, and I believe Churio might be out for a little bit too. So, Jackson Churio.
But sure, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But Bryce Terang is all of a sudden an MVP.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Oh,
you know why that is? That's because everything he learned, Mark DeRosa taught him on Team USA.
That's right.
Let's see.
This is the time for the Cubs to strike if they want to get back in. Well, they are still in this, but if they want to not fall too far out of it, I guess you could say.
Churio has broken his hand.
Everybody's between 10-6 and 6-10, except for the Dodgers, obviously. But take them up. It's not. There's no falling behind anything. There's nothing to fall behind.
The Cubs went into tonight's game 7-9, which is not going to make the playoffs in the NFC North.
No.
7-9. No.
Maybe,
7-10. They'll be 8-9 after tonight. That's still not going to make.
Maybe the NFC South.
The Pirates are going to win.
Yeah.
100 games.
Who's going to win 100 games?
Pirates.
I don't think so. No.
That's the pace they're on. You know what I mean? So it's not on the one hand, it's still early. It's not sugarcoating how bad the Cubs have looked. Michael Busch is just low. I don't know what he's done tonight, to be fair.
He's actually had a pretty good game tonight. He's got 2 hits and a walk.
I mean, it'd be amazing if they sort of that's what you were thinking, a couple of games ago when they came back.
2 hits and a walk, but the fanatic just ran over him on his 3-wheeler between.
Damn it!
Oh yeah,
tragic mascot injury.
We should have seen that coming.
That wasn't that the Mariner Moose? Didn't the Mariner Moose wreck his ATV and had a compound fracture of his ankle?
He was on roller skates behind it, right? Or something like that.
He crashed into the wall, and they had to carry the mascot off the field.
Oh man,
jeez.
Let's see. Current Brewer injuries: Christian Yelich, groin strain, which turns out it's his adductor.
Yeah.
Quinn Priester has thoracic outlet syndrome.
Ooh,
Yeah, he's done
Remember
for
the
you.
thoracic
That's a
outlet
tough one.
in Huntley? That was a good place to shop, or
the
at the thoracic outlet.
The thoracic outlet.
That's gone
mall.
now.
Yeah.
Jackson Churio has a fractured left hand. Should
Yeah.
be back in early May. Priester is supposed to be back. It just says May.
In May, really? Oh, wow.
Oh, Craig Priester is
Wow.
making. He's currently on a rehab.
Oh, wow. Already? Okay. Cool.
Here I thought thoracic outlet was like
A year.
honestly a
Yeah.
worse like injury than having a torn UCL or something like that.
I guess not. I guess they figured some shit out.
Because that's what I want to say. That's what ended.
Wait.
That's what ended
He's
Matt Harvey's
not-
career.
Yeah. The Dark Knight. He's not. He's pitching in Arizona, but he's scheduled. If all goes well, he will go to Nashville to, go to some bachelorette parties. The week
There
of
we go.
April 20th.
But the
Jackson
point is,
Churio
you got
is out. Craig Yoho. They're without Craig Yoho? For God's
yeah.
sake.
I mean,
How are they
who
winning
could
at all?
survive it? That just shows the resilience of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Kyle Harrison got. This is great. Do you know how Kyle Harrison got hurt?
No.
He took a ball off the knee,
Okay. Yeah.
thrown to him by Gary Sanchez.
Mm.
He got hit with
Trying
a
to
line
picture how
drive.
this would work.
Got hit with a throwback from the
With
catcher.
a thrown ball from your catcher, which you wouldn't
Is he
think
out
would be
to
a
let-
whip back to the pitcher, but
Errant
Did he
throw
chip a bone?
by Gary
Jeez.
Sanchez.
well,
Did he chip a bone or something?
that's not
what's the-
unusual.
He's day to day. He's he didn't have to go on the injured list. Supposed to make
Hey,
it.
He's fine.
it's not as bad as the recent Cubs IL placement with Ethan Roberts going on it because a vent fell on his hand or something like that, like a vent cover, right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Like I saw that today, and I was like, oh,
How
whatever.
is Ethan Roberts still around? Can he just
Yeah.
either he's got to do one of two things for me. He either get rid of the stupid goggles or retire. One or the other. I just can't. I can't do it.
Here.
He's never been good. They got rid of him once and he got DFA'd and they brought him back. It's like, just go away. You're
He's
too
like
little.
this era's version of like Will Omen, who like had two
It's like
different
getting back together with your
stints
ex-girlfriend.
separated by multiple years. But
Yeah.
he's back.
It's like getting back together with your ex-girlfriend. It's like you got to
Will
remember
Omen was-
why you broke up in the first place. And sometimes it just takes a minute to do that.
Ethan Roberts, right
Yeah.
middle finger laceration.
Yeah.
Injured hand in accident while working out on April 13th.
Oh, work it out. All right.
Do we think that's bullshit? And they needed a roster spot and he didn't want to go back to Iowa. So he's like in the weight room and he's like looking at one of the guys. He's like, just drop this vent on my hand. Do it. Come on. I can't go back to Iowa again. I can't do it. The S's are silent. I can't. If I have to eat one more, if I have to eat Steak DeBurgo one more
DeBurgo.
fucking time, I'm gonna blow my brains out.
The fuck is a Steak DeBurgo? Has anyone ever found that out? I mean, I'm sure someone has. What's it named?
I assumed it was named after Steve DeBurgo, the old quarterback.
The old Buccaneer in chief.
Is he
a lefty? I think it was lefty,
the
right?
backup quarterback who kept like having all these great quarterbacks take over for him. Right?
Wasn't there at one point, was it the Buccaneers had 3 Super Bowls with 3 different quarterbacks? Is that right? And none of that, like Doug Williams, Jay Schrader.
The Redskins, not the Bucs.
The Redskins. Yeah.
Jay Schrader, Mark Rippon, and Doug Williams.
Yeah, that's right.
And 4 if you throw the one Theismann was in. So, another gutty effort by Ian Happy. Missed the ball by 40 feet.
Yeah.
Steak DeBurgo is a classic Midwestern, particularly Iowan, steakhouse dish featuring beef tenderloin served with a rich buttery sauce of garlic, white wine, and Italian herbs like basil and oregano, often with mushrooms. You know how that... So somebody in Iowa dropped a steak on the floor, picked it up, ate it, and went,
This
"It's not
is
too bad."
Yeah.
That's what it literally means, steak de floor
Steak the floor.
in Hungarian. That's what it means.
Hungarian.
Viktor
Jeez.
Orban used to love it.
That's why they had to vote him out. That's it.
Jordan Wicks has been facing hitters and is on target to join AAA Iowa by the weekend of April 18th and 19th. My advice to Jordan Wicks is take your time, because if I ever have to watch you pitch again, I'm going to do the Ethan Roberts, and I'm going to put the vent. I'm just going to have somebody hit me in the head with the vent.
Right. Yeah. Stay
Phil
comfy.
Maton is on the injured list with right knee tendonitis, which is of course just an inflammation of the ERA. I like. I never noticed this about him, but he always looks like he's going to cry.
All the time.
I saw that shot you got of him in Tampa.
It was easy to take a screenshot of him looking like he was going to cry because he did it all the time. It's like, oh God, glad we got him for 2 years. Let's see, Hunter Harvey's out.
Yeah.
Tyler Austin, expected return. Never.
2032 and Carter Hawkins. Yeah.
Shelby Miller still trying to get back in time for the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
It cracks me up. Okay, hurry up, Shelby. You're the missing link.
Then we got to get to the big one.
Cade?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I fear that's going to be his lot in life. Is when he's around, he's really good, and he's gone a lot. I just kind of it's been his whole pitching life, not just his time with the Cubs.
I mean, now it's the second season that he's going to miss due to Tommy John disease, right? And I don't know what procedure he's going to have, but he's out for the year.
Well, he's caught Tommy John disease twice.
Yeah.
And the 2 years ago when he got shut down, it was a shoulder injury.
Yeah. So I think that like it goes beyond, because like I don't know if it's obvious, but I wonder if there's a connection, or I wonder if it's correlation or causation. That like, you change something because you hurt your shoulder, and then next thing you know, that means you're your elbow again. And like that's just really bad. Like that's just really bad for his career. Like you'd hope that now at this point, at best, if he turns into Tyler Glasnow, that'd be just fucking amazing. And that's still way far off. Like, feel bad for the kid. Like, it's real. Like, just feel bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, there have been 2-time Tommy John.
Yeah,
guys who've been okay after the second, like have pitched for years after the second one, but
DeGrom's
more likely.
DeGrom's gotten 2 of them, right?
Doesn't he get one every year just for the fun of it?
Basically, yeah.
It's like a tune-up. All right, yeah. Put another. Let's swap out the ligament again. You've run out of ligament. You don't have the
like an oil change.
Where do they take? They still take it from like under your wrist, right? They take that one
right?
and they stick
know.
it there. It's like, well, I mean, we're gonna need a. Who got the cadaver one though? Somebody got a cadaver.
I got my last. I've had 2 ACL surgeries. The first one in the early 90s was a tendon from my hamstring. And the one that was in 2011 was from a cadaver.
Oh, did you get to pick? It was like the lobster tank at a restaurant. Did you get to go through the morgue, pull the drawers out, and go, how about this one?
Right. I'll take Frank Thomas's. He's not dead yet. I said I'll take Frank Thomas's.
The first Frank Thomas, the one that played for the Cubs in the 60s. That guy.
Mets,
Yeah. The big guy.
All right, here's an article about notable pitchers who underwent multiple Tommy John surgeries. See how optimistic you are after this. Here they are, the 5 who came back strong. This is what we're hoping for with Cade. Nathan Eovaldi.
Okay.
Pretty good.
He's been really good.
World Series hero. There you go.
I like Nate. Yep.
That's a good one. How about Jameson Taillon?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, wouldn't you love Cade to turn into Jameson Taillon?
I mean, he's been a serviceable starter.
Daniel Hudson.
Yeah.
I liked him in Ghostbusters. Oh, it was Ernie Hudson.
Yeah, that was
Joakim Soria.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy who did he just shove it up the Cubs' ass in the Angels series?
No, this is the old guy. The old Royal.
You're thinking of Jose Soriano.
Yeah. Oh, is that who? Okay.
Yeah.
No, not Joakim Soria. Chris Capuano. We're going back a while.
Oh, God.
All right.
Old Brewers and Mets pitcher, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to think that medical technology might be a little bit better now than
5 who struggled. Josh Johnson, the Marlins.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Oh, super dominant guy,
a big
too.
guy,
like
right?
Early 2010s.
Chris Medlin, former Brave.
Okay.
Jared Parker from South Park. Brian Wilson.
Okay. From Beach Boys?
The Beach Boys?
Yeah.
From the Giants. Why are we going back? There has to be more current ones. It's from 23, but that's not that long ago. Anyway, it can happen. He could be Nathan Eovaldi. That's my new. That's what he's going to be. Nathan Eovaldi. That'll work. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, we did miss one because it happened. Shohei Ohtani is it too.
Yeah. That's a big one.
He's kind of good. Okay, well there you go. I want to be Shohei. Oh, after the second one, maybe Cade will be hitting dingers.
There we go. Yes. Make him into a
He ain't
two-way
some-
player.
oh,
This
man.
is all part of the plan.
Activate him. They activate him in like September as the DH,
Oh.
and then next year he's back doing both.
Next year he'll
He
be
can
in
play
left
first
field.
base when Bush is sitting.
Yeah. Oh, that too. There you go.
Didn't Bryce
I could
Harper
DH.
didn't Bryce Harper move to first because he tore his UCL? And that way he
Yeah,
had to
then
leave
he
the
just
outfield.
really liked it.
Yes,
He's like,
that
"Fuck
is
this, swing
right.
out to the outfield."
He had that big brace on his arm for the
Yeah.
whole season.
Yep.
We talked about the Bears for a little bit. Do you know what Bear had Tommy John surgery in the offseason?
Not Ozzie Trapillo, right? That was a leg.
Nope. He had
Unless you could have Tommy John surgery on a torn patella. I don't know.
Keith Hernandez tore his patella once. So maybe Ozzie had Keith Hernandez surgery.
Keith Hernandez
what
surgery.
Bear?
Nice.
Darnell Wright.
Oh, that's right.
He played the whole season with that big, and he actually
Yeah.
he seemed to really like that brace. He was like hitting dudes up the side of the head with it, and
Well, that's what they used to say, right? Then they used to have like the linemen who would have like the big ass.
yeah, they put a cast on. It'd be-
Yeah,
Lyle
that's right.
Alzado would be hitting dudes in the helmet with his cast.
That's right.
Put a
Yeah, and also
steel bar in there.
Yeah,
Boing. What's that noise?
Completely
Nothing?
roid rage too.
Dude, seriously, yeah. And then you wonder
What
how,
noise?
how concussions happen. Oh, I thought you were about to go somewhere else. So
Oh,
what did you guys?
That's the siren that
Tor-
Matt Shaw is in the game.
tornado warning.
Yeah, Matt.
Matt Shaw alert has gone off.
Is that like a tornado warning?
Tornado warning. Yeah, about to have an audience.
Oh boy.
By the way,
Trying to round the dogs up.
A buddy of mine
They'll
texted
come
me
down.
this. Did you see who is back in the major leagues as of, I think it was today?
Oh yes, I did see this. I know who you're talking about.
Eddie?
Got some background stuff happening here.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to, I wanted to scroll down and make sure that
Think
I
how
had the-
dramatic the
Yep, there it is.
podcast, the video of the podcast would be if all of us in the background you just saw the roof of the house get ripped off.
Well, you're in the basement, are you?
Well, yeah, so it'd be the floor, the first floor would go flying.
Okay. Like God.
I just keep podcasting.
Exactly. You can podcast or anything.
Power right through it.
No, but
Good, Andy.
did you happen to
who's
see
back
who's
in the major leagues today?
got called up by Seattle today?
Oh yeah, the great Patrick Wisdom.
Yeah, our old friend.
He should be playing first for the Cubs. Where's Frank Schwindel these days?
God.
We could bring Schwinny back.
Yeah, bring back Schwisdom as a package deal again. Tom Locks is his favorite.
We should have the guy from Obvious Shirts on to talk about. Somewhere there's a third world country with a whole bunch of well, maybe it'll be here if the
It's not. A little barking never hurt anyone.
Jesus, get a grip, Bryce.
Bryce is fine. I like Bryce Harper.
No, I know, but did you see him he cocked his head back and flung the helmet off?
Oh, I just saw that now.
He just showing off his hair.
Right.
Because I'm going through the app on my Samsung TV.
No, I was
Yeah,
just gonna say
Bryce
somewhere
is-
there's a third world country with a bunch of kids, like earthquake survivors with
Yeah.
Schwisdom shirts running around.
Right.
Because he got stuck with a lot of those.
Yeah.
And a bunch of Hayden is West Nasty, or just they just said
Yeah.
West Nasty.
Right.
Or West Nasty.
I bet he sold enough of each of those to be okay. Like there's people who bought those shirts.
Now, so Loxus has that podcast, like the lore, where he brings people on to talk about, I was on to talk about the Cubs giveaways, and I like to make fun of them, but he should have the guy from Obvious Shirts on to talk about, because they have, it's not all print on demand. There's this real story. You go in there and buy a bunch of shirts.
Yeah.
How does he decide how many of these weird niche ones to actually make? Because some of he made a bunch of the gas money ones for Young Gomes. What was the market for
Right.
him and 4 other people were going to buy a gas money t-shirt?
I bet it's more than
Yeah.
that. And like I said, people if you consider how many tourists come through, and his store is kind of right there, and like,
Yeah, I
Right,
could see like
good point.
like the Sandberg ones. Some of them are timeless. You could sell those forever.
Yeah,
like
yes,
the
for
Sandberg
sure.
ones and
Or like the World
But-
Series one with the order of the games. Yeah.
But like if you're just wandering in one day to work and you realize in your head that Jan Gomes is an anagram for gas money, like there's no market for that. Like what Iowa tourist? I mean, they're hopped up on Steak DeBurgo, and they come in to
bringing a cold steak to Burgo with them.
they bring it into a steakhouse. It's like just drag this around the floor and then medium well.
That's how you season it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, man. People will buy anything.
I think the reality of it shows that like those $24 t-shirts cost $3.
Yeah, if that.
So you can chuck a bunch out the back door and it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah, but they're cheaper than that. Right? Are they only $24? Is that like a thing?
I
that's
think a
pretty
little
cheap
more
for a t-shirt.
expensive than that, actually, but
Because that would be the way that he'd do it. Like if the t-shirts really were only $24, like people would walk in and buy 3 of them at a time.
29.
Yeah, that seems all right for a t-shirt. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that clearly the
A
cost
Kachi
is so
t-shirt's like
low.
$45.
Cost is
of
so
making
low.
them so low,
Some
yep.
Yeah,
Pete,
that's right. I know.
Pete Crow,
That's I know what you're saying. Yeah.
some of them are $32.99.
Oh,
Actually, most of them are now. Boy, that is
inflation. Fucking
yeah.
tariffs.
Well, tariffs
Thanks, Donald.
on the t-shirts.
That's the other reporter from today. How the Cubs are interested in Lucas Giolito.
Let's see that. I'm not very inspired by that, but you got a rotation spot to fill.
Yeah, you need arms. I mean, Colin Ray pitched pretty good today, huh?
He did.
Honestly,
not that you trust him for 170 innings again or whatever he had last year.
their two depth starters, Ray and Assad, are pretty. That's kind of a luxury. Those are two pretty good, like,
Yeah.
Guys to go to. But
Yeah.
there isn't another until Steele comes back. So you've run out. This is it.
Yeah.
You're one injury away from.
Yeah.
Boyd's supposed to come back, and I guess he's making his rehab start during his DL stint. Because you can't.
Boyd is making it. Oh, because he gets 15 days, and
Yeah.
so okay.
So that doesn't bother me. It does bother me when guys go on the 15-day DL and then they have to go and do a rehab start. It's like, really, in 2026 we haven't developed a way to get a pitcher ready that he doesn't have to go put on a ridiculous AAA clown costume and throw 3 innings. It's like I can see if you're out for a while, I can see it. But
Yeah.
Right. Like with Steele right now,
whenever
that'll
it's
probably happen as he's ramping up to return.
Yeah, it should, right? He's got to stretch
Yeah.
out. Like, there's things you got to have to, like,
yeah,
they'd
he's gonna
have
have to make several, I would think.
yeah,
And just
right.
build his
Oh,
pitch
God,
count
yeah.
up.
Like, he'll
But
probably
he
do
should be
full-
able to do that at the end of his 60-day stint.
Yeah, but he was also
like,
that's not that big a deal. Right. And I don't know.
I'm talking about when a guy misses like 2 turns and they still have to
Yes.
send him down. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
really? You couldn't, there was
Yeah.
no way to get this guy in pitching shape where we have to do this? Well, Giolito last year was good.
I mean, he's
Aren't
he'll give
aren't
you
there some
innings, like, he'll
underlying
be-
things about him though that
Like,
yeah,
he
his
missed all-
strikeouts are down. He still walked a little bit more than average. It feels like he's not like nobody would. You're not expecting ace stuff from him. But if he gives you 100 innings in the middle of the year to cover up, I don't know, 20 starts if that's what it takes. Whatever.
Yeah, so he pitched 145 innings and he only allowed 131 hits. That's pretty good. But he only struck out 121 and he walked 56. So that's a little alarming. But what if he's as good as he
I was gonna
was
say
in
the
2023?
4.17
with the Guardians?
FIP.
A 7.04 ERA.
I didn't even know he was with the Guardians.
6.89 the year before that with the Angels.
Oh.
Good Lord.
Not only that, but it would
kinda rare for a guy-
low.
Sorry, I was just going to say it's kind of rare for a guy to not work out in Cleveland, and then obviously there was an injury year after that, and then somehow have a bounce back year, because that's normally where the bounce back year happens, as you saw with Matthew Boyd.
Ooh. Yeah, like his his baseball savant page for last year. I'm gonna pull this up. It's very blue.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in the numbers, like 4.17, like his FIP was a good, 0.8 of a run higher than his ERA. His expected FIP was even higher than that. Like, yeah. like I said, you're not expecting like
Good
a
extension though.
maybe not even 100 innings, but even if you get like maybe 80 innings, yeah, he's a tall dude. Like
71st percentile extension. That's all the Cubs are looking for, so that's why they're going to sign.
yeah, I don't know. Like he'll be fine. Like
Yeah,
if he were Andy, let me put it to you this way. If he were any good, he wouldn't still be available.
Right. I was just going to say that. There's a reason he's still
Right.
available.
Yeah.
If you're going to sign a free agent in April, the guy is going to be a coin flip at best.
Yeah, and it's fine. Like that's fine. Like I said, if he gives you, I don't know, 70 innings, whatever it is, just to before Steele is hurt a little bit. And if he gives you, if he has a couple good outings, then he knows that he's got another contract coming to him, so he'll be motivated. And not that he wouldn't be anyway, but I don't know. It's worth. It'd be low risk. What are you going to sign him for? $2 million? Right. Prorated.
Oh, I was going to give him 20.
20 mil.
Just be nice.
I know we don't exactly want the Cubs to operate like the Brewers do. The thing that I would really like to see happen possibly is like them make this year's version of the Quinn Priester trade that the Brewers made last April, where they go and get like a pitcher that isn't being utilized within his organization and, see if a team is willing to sell low on that guy. And then maybe, he turns into something real good for you.
So Priester was traded twice, right? Because he went from the Pirates to the Red Sox and from the Red Sox to the Brewers.
Yep.
And the Brewers also have that way of doing, like they tried the same thing with Kyle Harrison this year, like to see if that works out or not. I feel like Jed does that in the bullpen a little bit.
Yeah, Pomeranz last year. And
he did. He kind of did that with Matt Boyd. Like he's just a guy who was good. Who, like, granted, it costs you a lot more than the Brewers, paid for Priester, for Kyle Harrison because they're so young, right? And they're not exactly like, I don't know. Quinn Priester might be all right, like, but you're still talking about mid rotation guys. They're not.
Well, I mean, we already know. We know where you go to get a new Quinn Priester. The Thoracic Outlet Mall.
The Thoracic Outlet Mall. Yes, there you go.
The Thoracic Outlet Mall.
Good callback.
Yep. Well done. Yeah.
But yeah, what did they get? Did you say what they got? What they traded to get Priester? Because they actually had to trade real things to get Harrison.
Well, they traded. Yeah, they traded Chad Durbin for Harrison.
I mean, they traded their third baseman to get.
They did, right? That's who they traded for Harrison.
Caleb Durbin, but.
Oh, Caleb. Who's Chad?
Chad
Durbin.
That was the old.
That would be good if they traded Chad.
The believer, yeah.
That Kenny Williams would fall.
April 7th of last year, they traded Yafri Rodriguez and John Holubetz. Both are in the minors right now. I don't know how highly touted prospects they are, but for Quinn Priester.
That's what they traded for Quinn Priester?
That's my third highest rated Yafri, is Yafri Ramirez.
Nice.
Wait, say that again? Your third highest rated what?
That's my third highest rated Yafri Ramirez.
Who are your top two? Need to know now.
Yafri Smith and Yafri Brubaker.
Brubaker.
There we go.
Brubaker. That's who it is.
I don't know. It's fine. Like,
why did Baseball Reference screw up their? I don't like this. Don't change things on me. I'm old. I don't like to have to learn where they move transactions. They're not at the bottom of the page anymore.
Oh, they were for me.
I have this stupid sidebar thing now.
Yeah, they do have the sidebar.
All right. Well, I'll figure it out later.
I guess it's not all the way at the bottom, but you see like the guy's salary right before that. It's between the salary and the similarity scores.
Teams played for.
Recently deceased.
Yeah, still the most useful information on Baseball References where guys are buried. That's very important.
Where guys are buried.
Or if they're cremated, yeah.
This is very comprehensive.
Good news for the Brewers. Quinn Priester, there is no still alive.
Still alive.
According to Baseball Reference, still alive.
All right.
He does not succumb to the thoracic outlet syndrome. He's still around.
I'm happy for Mrs. Priester. Or maybe not.
How did do you guys like my idea of if the Cubs are going to have Ian Happ face righties, just make him play first base?
I'd see that, but that's
you mean face lefties?
Or lefties.
Well, he's actually,
you're right.
Well, but hasn't he done better against lefties this year? I want to say, or those first few home runs he hit at Wrigley, I think were all against lefties.
My thought was I want to bring Kevin Alcantara up to play right on the day Seiya is going to DH.
Okay.
And then if they're going to sit Bush and they don't really have a backup first baseman, it's like, fine, then Seiya can play right in those games, and Kevin can play left, and then
Ian
Will
Happ
Harper,
can play.
who has played 14 innings of his career at first base. Remember, he
I
used to be
was gonna
willing
say-
to play other places.
Yeah.
That seems to have ended.
That'd be nice.
Well,
Now that he's
once
a
you win a
Gold Glove left fielder.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll say this. Like, I think I'm at the point where I don't know that I want Moises Ballesteros to come out of the lineup. Like, even against lefties, just let him
No,
hit.
and we talked about that while you were out watering the dog.
Oh.
I would just they should just make him the other first baseman, and I wouldn't mind if he took, even as a lefty, if he took the at bats against lefty starters that they're probably going to take away from Bush again. I'd be fine with that.
What annoys me is, like, on dog walks, when people have, like, dogs that are a little reactive and then they're afraid to socialize the dog, and so the dog never gets, so it's like this, like, kind of self-perpetuating cycle, right? So the dog never gets socialized. It's kind of the same thing when you have somebody like Ballesteros against lefties. It's just, you got to let him hit. You can't just protect him against
It doesn't
lefties.
make any sense. He never looks overwhelmed against anybody. Like, even tonight in this game that they're winning, he got, as soon as they brought a lefty and they put Shaw in. Like, why?
Why? Just let him, like, that's the one thing. And I don't know, maybe there's something behind the scenes or whatever, right? But, like, you have to let him hit against lefties, because you're going to need him to do it when it comes August and September.
Welcome to my world with Michael Bush the last few years, guys.
Well,
but yes.
And it's especially true because you can't take, you're not taking Crow Armstrong out against lefties, because that's just, like, you need that defense in center field. So, like,
he crushes lefties to like 102, 141, 212 or whatever it is. It's horrible.
That's sort of the other thing, even with him, like,
that's his exit velocity or average?
Oh, that's his average.
Okay,
but
he fouled one off against a lefty. The whole dugout goes nuts.
Yeah. Like, he's still, like, he's not fully developed yet, right? Like, so I'm fine with him going up, like, well, better be. But I'm fine with him going up against lefties. He's hitting, when he does hit the ball, he hits the shit out of the ball. There you go. And so, like, let him, like, you let these, like, you've got, if Suzuki's going to be good, and Suzuki looks fine, Bregman will turn it around. Like, you've got enough hitters to kind of almost protect these guys, but let him hit. And maybe that's the case for not letting Happ hit lefties.
Oh, I'd be honestly, if this team ran like itself like a real team, he wouldn't face him. He's had 10 years to prove he can hit him, and he has never proved it.
Right.
Why are we still and then there's just the whole dishonest thing about, oh, look at the strides he's making. It's like, well, we know it's not. It doesn't make any sense. And you can, like, that's been my biggest frustration, is there is a role for him, and they refuse to limit him to the role that would make him fit the best.
And he'd be better off for it.
Yes, he would.
His numbers would be good. Like, he'd have good numbers.
So here, I got him pulled up here. I mean, okay, still a higher OPS against righties, but I mean, he's holding his own against both sides.
Wait, sorry, what? That can't be. That's just this year.
That's just this year, yes.
Oh, yeah. Show the whole, like, can you do the whole career?
His career, yeah. I mean, obviously, that'll be way more of a.
I'm looking at him like, even Ian Happ has higher than a 317 on base percentage.
I mean, 315 on base percentage in his career against lefties.
Against
709.
lefties, all right, but against righties, then that's what I mean. Like, if you only take his career split against righties, and if that's his career, like, I don't know that I'd make fun of it that much. The slugging is, like, I don't know that I'd make fun of it that much. Like, that's a pretty good ball player. 249, 352, 466 is a good ball player. And you would take that. But you're right. Like, if you stop trying to have him hit lefties, but they've got, I don't know, maybe they don't have another choice, right? Because they don't have, I don't know, what do you do? Scott Kingery in those?
Oh, that's why you would actually call up
like
Kevin an outfielder, or you would have known that was an issue, and you would have actually acquired, in a perfect world, the Conforto, that spot would be a right-handed hitting outfielder, so that you could so that he could take some of those at bats from Happ.
Well, moment of silence for Dylan Carlson, who we did predict would potentially have some sort of platoon thing with Happ because he did hit lefties better over the course of his career, but barely gotten any action, and it was probably deserved.
He's still in the organization,
Did he accept being sent to Iowa?
I thought that I saw that he did, but maybe not.
I know he got DFA'd. I don't know if anything.
Yeah, I thought I saw he got outrighted, but I could be wrong.
He did. Okay. He got outrighted at Iowa.
Well, hopefully he enjoys the Steak DeBurgo.
That's why he accepted.
There you go.
Yeah. And they still have the great Chaz McCormick down there too.
Yes. I don't know. Did he opt out?
I think his opt out is like May 1st or something. Yeah, there he is. He is tearing it up. Actually, 280, 400, 680. 7 games.
Really?
Everybody hits at Iowa. Remember that?
Oh. Yep.
And here's Kevin Alcantara. 7 homers, 13 RBIs.
He's got 7 home runs.
14 games, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does.
He is tearing it up.
He also has struck out 20 times in 51 at bats. Is that good?
Oh.
That seems less than good. But he's walked 7 times, which might be a career high.
7 out of 58. No, it's not that good.
But there's also, now if you wanted a right-handed bat for the bench to play some first base,
Johnny Long.
Long, 305, 388, 441, 13 strikeouts, 59 at bats, to 8 walks. And he played left field too.
Okay, that's pretty
tolerable.
Know what?
Like, I would, and it's not like I don't know if the Cubs still think that he's a prospect. Like, I don't know if they still if he's a bench player. Like, did the Cubs think that he's better than a bench player? Like, more than a bench player?
I think if you have a role for a guy, like if you're gonna if they decide, and I don't know if they made this decision, they rested Bush because he was 0 for 30. But if they decide at some point, we're basically going to make a platoon bat again, then I would have no problem calling a prospect up if he's going to be in a regular platoon. I mean, he's not going to get, he's not on the heavy side of it.
Sorry.
But there's a map to regular playing time. So he's not just, because Craig will bury dudes on the bench. We know that. I mean, there are guys he just won't use, and that wouldn't do him any good. But if there's a role for him, I would bring him up. I don't think it's going to hurt anybody's development.
This has been one of the more annoying things, too, about how the Cubs have operated the last few years with some of their prospects, that, like, they're too scared to bring them up if they know they're not going to play every day. But, like, if you have hitters who are struggling here,
hold on.
Can we at least get some kind of different thing to watch?
Like, if the Cubs think that Alcantara, I mean, I could see the argument both ways. I could understand why Alcantara isn't getting called up to ride the pine in the majors. Like, he needs at-bats. He's still like, and to your point, like, if he struck out 40% of the time, like, that's a big fucking deal. Like,
I mean, if they send him to Iowa because of that. But here was the issue I had with that was when Seiya got hurt, then you knew you had like a couple of weeks where you could actually just play Kevin in right field. This is he has no more options after this. At some point this year, you have to decide, does he have a future here or not? It gave you a perfect chance to give him, come right out of spring training. The first 2 weeks, he gets most of the time in right field. It's kind of sink or swim. And maybe even say he had played relatively well, maybe he would have decided, all right, there is no everyday role now. Say is back. You're going to go back to Iowa for a while. But you got to look at him. When are they ever, short of an injury, when are they ever going to do it?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Maybe they've made the judgment that he's not. It seems like other teams have kind of done it for him, right? Like, they've dangled him at the last couple of trade deadlines. He's still here. Well, so they may not feel like they need to, like, they may already know what the long-term future for Kevin is, and it's not much.
7 home runs.
I don't know that.
Like, I don't know. Those are still good
numbers.
Got a
lot of tools. Yeah.
Well, the thing with Johnny Long, too, is that I want to say, and I mean, this, not every prospect ranking is all the same, but I want to say, like, the first base prospect ranked right behind him in the top 10 was the guy that the Diamondbacks got from Seattle in the Eugenio Suarez trade. And it's like, well, if that guy's going, why What are you doing with Johnny Long? Are you just going to let him rot in Iowa this whole time?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? I don't know that those rankings mean that much, but like also like John Long is the kind of guy I'm like, all right, like if you want to bring him up and sit like have him on the bench just in case, that's fine.
That's
I don't
what I'm
know
saying.
that he's a franchise anything.
So that was and I wrote that in the newsletter, what way I would have approached it is when Seiya got hurt and you were going to start the season without him.
Yeah.
Alcantara comes up. He plays right field as much as we can get him in there. When Seiya comes back, he goes down. Long comes up to be the short side of the first base platoon and an extra. I don't know if he can handle right, but he's played enough left in the minors that he can do that. And then Kevin goes down and gets regular at bats again. I mean, I can't imagine the ceiling for Jonathan Long is super high, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't be a useful player.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
And you need a right-handed hitter for the bench. Why not?
So I guess that's kind of the point, right? I think Alcantara's ceiling is obviously way higher. Like he could be a much better baseball player than Jonathan Long could be if they both reach their potential. But the floor for Jonathan Long right now is perfectly fine to put on the bench. So I'm with you. Like, just call him up, put him on the bench. It's fine. Like he doesn't have to have 5 starts a week, 6 starts a week, whatever Alcantara needs to get in order to get the at-bats, in order to learn a thing or two and develop.
Because what I would do right now is I would send Shaw to Iowa, and I would be like, all right, you're going to play outfield and first base.
Yeah.
And so you can actually play him. If you're going to be a utility player, right now you can't handle either. We know it. We've seen it. You need work. So go down and work on it. That's what the minors are for. And I would bring Alcantara up for now because Seiya is still being, one day on, one day off. Yeah. And then when he's back, who knows who else be hurt by then you can make the switch to Long. And at some point you bring Shaw back. But let him go down and play. Him learning how to play right field in the big leagues is fucking stupid.
Yep, agreed. And plus, it'll be a nice experience for him to get away from liberal Chicago and out to a red state.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go hang out with Joni Ernst for a while. We'll have a lot of fun. The great Ryan Rollison just nailed down the win for the Cubs.
All right. Look at that.
Valencia was warming up, ready to come in and get the save. Carson Kelly hit, a 3-run homer? And F the closer.
He's having the same April he did last season.
Carson Kelly, yeah. They need it's a nice win. They needed this win. It's nice. I like it. How old he is? I don't know why I didn't just look that up. Yeah, he's 24 already.
Tornado warning has expired. So the spectacle of you seeing my house ripped to shreds in the background is apparently it's off.
Oh, dang, the ratings would have went through the roof for that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
I should have switched over to the live stream.
What I'm looking at here.
So my sister has she has some kind of like tag on our mom. My brother and I aren't sure how she did it. Like almost like a chip for no. I think she has something on her phone so she can. Mom's 87. So she has something on Mom's phone so she can see where it is. But Mom leaves her phone alone a lot. So I think she put like an air tag in her purse so she can keep an eye on her. What she sent us a few minutes ago to me and my brother was a text that said, tornado warning around Winnebago County impacting Sandra. So she got an alert that there was a tornado warning for Mom.
It's like an Eeyore cloud just directly over her.
What's wrong?
Personalized tornado warnings. What a world we live in. All right.
Yeah, I think I definitely jumped the gun, taking the dog for a quick walk because now everything's fine out here for a little bit.
We just had our first big wave of rain has gone past us.
Is it going west or east?
Well, I hope it's going west. Otherwise, things are
back. Oh,
yeah. Earth's spinning the wrong way. The jet stream is reversed.
That's how bad the tornado is. Turn the Earth all the way around.
It does happen though. It does happen where like in a storm, things will start. That's usually bad because that's like that's when it starts going that way is when things start to swirl, and that's no good. That's when Dorothy ends up in color.
Oh yeah, color.
Not in Kansas anymore.
So speaking of my mom, when she was a little kid, the first color movie she ever saw was Gone with the Wind. That wasn't new. It came out the year she was born, but it came to the little town to the theater in a little town close to where they lived. And so my Mom and Grandma and Grandpa hopped in the car and went to go see this movie. It's going to be in color. Oh my God. And she was so disappointed because for like the first 20 minutes of Gone with the Wind's in black and white. Because they're in Kansas. And she's sitting there like,
wait, you mean Wizard of Oz?
Wizard of Oz, what did I say? Gone with the Wind?
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. When when Bonnie, still by far the funniest moment in any movie ever is when little Bonnie Blue falls off the pony and dies. I laugh every time. My college girlfriend loved Gone with the Wind. And I'd seen it before, but she wanted to watch it. So one day we're hanging out watching it. And she got so mad at me because I laughed when Bonnie Blue fell off the pony. But it's the way it's filmed. It's like they're clearly it's just like a doll on the pony, and it just falls straight off. And it is so funny that I can't help. No, okay, so Wizard of Oz, when my mom was a kid, she goes in there in Kansas, it's black and white, and she's like, "Oh, what a jip!" You know, this like little 6-year-old sitting there bitching. All of a sudden, then it turns to color. It's like, woo! She always likes to tell that story about how she was sure they got screwed because this color movie was in black and white.
Damn it, they sent the wrong movie.
We paid $2 for this.
$2? Jeez.
Actually, it was probably like 50 cents. Yeah, it was probably like 50 cents. I don't know what the Broadhead, Wisconsin movie theaters were charging back then, but that's where she was.
And in 19, what year would this have been?
Like 45. It was a war.
45. Yeah. Oh yeah. A nickel.
Probably. All right. Well, glad we fixed the Cubs. Everything's fine now.
The Cubs.
8 and 9. They're back in the hunt on the NFL playoff chart. They're in the hunt at 8 and 9.
In the hunt.
Yes. Yeah, I get to watch games. That's nice.
Hey, you know what? It's funny you bring that up, like the Cubs having like a football record right now, because anytime I think of this time of year, I always think of like in 2020, them starting off 13-3 and then, you know, basically looking completely mediocre the rest of the way and then proving to be that, you know, once they got to the playoffs against the Marlins.
You just have to think back to last year. They were amazing in April. And they were beating really good teams. They were losing weird games that the bullpen would blow, but then it like just ended up not matter. Like it mattered at the end. The next game they would just come back and kick ass again. Like the April was just fun last year.
Yeah, because they had, if you remember the bullpen they started with last year.
Yeah.
Oh, it flipped over completely by the end of the year.
Within a month, it didn't look anything like Pomerantz showed up and Tyson Miller was gone and Porter Hodge was jettisoned and and all
Ryan
of a sudden,
Presley. Yeah.
I mean, you got to give Judd a little bit of credit for that. He kind of fixed it. Like, granted, there were much bigger like holes that ended up getting exposed, obviously, but like he did, like the bullpen was obviously something that he needed to be better. Now, just how much of it was luck in that you got these cast-offs that all of a sudden pretty good.
His first 3 years as GM. That was like his strength, was building these really good bullpens out of nothing. And then it didn't work in 23 and it sunk them. They lost a bunch of games because
that was the heck of nearest.
Michael Fulmer was closing. Yeah.
And then that was the year that Ross wouldn't trust anybody. He would only pitch no matter what the score was. He would only pitch Mark Leiter Jr., Michael Fulmer, and Adbert, and he all got hurt. And basically, I mean, 2 of them, the careers are over, and Leiter's still around. And so in 24, the bullpen, he didn't quite get the bullpen right. And then last year, he was like, this is not happening again. Like most GMs looked at their bullpen after a month and went, this will sort itself out. He's like, we're not taking this chance. And he went and they'd made some weird moves. Like they traded an actual player to get Adam Morgan. Throwing 60 miles an hour for the Guardians, but he had like a 193 ERA. It's like, but nobody ever thought he would do that. And he never came back.
That was just to fill out the roster late in 21, right?
No, Morgan was before last year. They traded for him. He had a really good year 2 years ago for the Guardians, but he throws nothing but junk.
Right.
I mean, the Guardians are like, man, we can't use this dude. That's a red flag.
That's like I said, it's bargain bin shopping, but he's also
not Adam Morgan. Not Adam Morgan. I got the Eli Morgan. Yeah, Adam Morgan.
Eli Morgan. Yes.
Adam Morgan was the guy who most famous gave up the Grand Slam to Jason Hayward, right?
Well, and in recent news with the Rizzo and Ross podcast, he's the guy who gave up Ross's 100th career home run and then later played for Ross and asked him, hey, do you remember? Yeah.
But the best part about that story was Ross didn't remember what his name was.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, he didn't know him. He didn't know him when he showed up, and he couldn't remember his name to tell the story.
It was Eli Morgan. Is that what you're saying?
Adam Morgan.
Adam
No,
Morgan.
Adam Morgan.
Okay,
other
got it.
Morgan.
Eli is the one they traded for.
Morgan and
that's right.
Morgan.
I got too many bad
That's right.
pitchers
But
in Morgan.
you know what? Like I said, like I think part of shopping in the bargain bin is that it also makes it a lot easier for you to let guys go. He hung on to Presley a little bit too long, right? You could have probably argued that he should have let Presley go a couple, probably a week before he did, a couple weeks before he did. But you're kind of hoping Presley would turn around, and he was pretty good for a little while. And
Well,
then,
yeah, we went through that last year where he had a nice, like a long kind of scoreless inning streak after the implosion. But it was Craig, like literally like hand picking, like
yes.
You can pitch to 7, 8, and 9 here again, over and over and over, just try to get his confidence back. And then when they needed, they gave him kind of a real shot before the deadline, and it wasn't going well. And he got released at the trade deadline when the other guys showed up.
And so that was fine. Like I said, like I think that there's a lot of being able to admit that, you know what, fuck this, like let's try something else. And like Pomerantz worked out. Brad Keller was amazing.
Yeah, Brad Keller was, and he paid off tonight.
Yeah,
Cubs tuned him up.
Thank you, Jed.
So
he's been good though, right, for the Phillies?
I don't
Keller,
think so. I think
Brad.
Let me see.
I want to say he came in to play tonight with an ERA over 5.
Yeah, but he's a reliever. It's early. Let's see. Here he was. 1 inning, 1 run, 1 inning, none, 1 inning, none, 1 inning, none. Strikeouts.
All right.
2, 4.
Maybe he just had one blow.
He's been pretty good. I mean, I don't think he's going to be able. He had an 0.33 ERA in the second half last year.
Yeah. I mean,
he was the best relief pitcher in baseball in the second half.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do that again.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's expecting him to.
Yeah, he is down though. It's only 6 strikeouts in 7 innings. That's very,
on Brad Keller like.
On Brad Keller like. We say that he's had one good. Since 21, he's had one good year ever.
Yeah. But it was like the underlying numbers were incredible. Like his
he was
jumped by like 4 miles an hour. Like whatever the Cubs did to him, and I don't know if it's the pitching lab or whatever it is. Like it worked with him.
Because they clearly made a decision that like, okay, we've fixed you to the point where you're going to earn real money. We would rather just try to do this with somebody else than pay you. Yeah. And it's like at some point, maybe you take the win. Like when you turn a guy around, keep him.
Sure. But Brad, I mean, you can't be sad about them not keeping Brad Keller. Like whatever.
I'm despondent.
I think it's the fact
you could be okay.
I had several Brad Keller jerseys made, and now what am I going to do with them?
I was going to say, did you
have a shrine to him?
Did you make your Juices the Squeeze tweet tonight when he came in?
I did right before he got lit up.
Nice, perfect.
For him, the action is the juice.
Or the action is the juice. That's right.
He still looks like Tom Sizemore.
I guess the thing that annoys me about how they handled Keller is like, yeah, maybe they did think that it was a little fluky, but then choosing to replace him with thinking that like Phil Maton would be an appropriate replacement for him, and maybe it could work out. We'll see.
I mean, they did pay a guy, and not as much, but they paid a guy. Maybe pay that guy.
Well, wait. You're the not as much. Like, look, I don't give a shit about the money. You're right in a sense, but it's like it's half the amount that Keller got.
Well, and I think you're going to find out why.
No, I get it. Like I get it, but like I could also understand why paying a guy $9 million a year, whatever, $11 million, whatever Keller's getting, isn't. And not only that, but Keller was there were talk that he was looking to get back into a starting rotation. Granted, the market wasn't going to let him do that. It didn't matter. No team.
If they pick up Phil's option next year, they will have paid him $14.5 million.
Over
if they
2
don't,
years.
they will have paid him $9. But they will have paid him $9 for this year effectively, because he won't be on the team next year. And Brad was 11.
I mean, Keller's what, $22 million over 2 years? Huh?
Yeah, I'm not holding a fucking big sale for the Ricketts. Like.
No. I'm not.
Can do it.
And again, I don't give a shit about the money, right? I don't care. That's not the comparison I'm making. But I can certainly understand why, like, whatever. Brad Keller's whatever is my point. Like, he's a perfectly fine reliever. He's good. He's not going to be a closer. He's a perfectly fine reliever. But maybe you don't do that again. You don't find a guy who's got a .33 ERA again, but the Cubs have done it over and over again, and there's something to be said for it. It may not be that much. Like I said, I'm not concerned about losing these guys, but they did it with Pomerantz, they did it with Keller. Like, we'll see. Palencia is obviously a much better pitcher. He's developed fairly well, right? Assad is probably better this year than he was last year. First start against the Phillies notwithstanding. Like whatever. Like it is what it is. I would rather still they sign better players, right? Like they have Edwin Diaz, for example. But whatever.
Yeah, right. You can make that point too. That if you're going to pay for a reliever, then really pay and get a great one. Yeah.
Okay, but do you think?
And they probably.
But they don't do that. They don't pass up the $22 million to keep Brad Keller so they can go get Evan Diaz. They do it so they can get Phil Maton instead.
Right. So that they could pocket $7 million.
Well, do you think they would have ponied up the money for Edwin Diaz and a trumpet player to play his entrance music every time he came in, like the Dodgers are doing?
I mean, I know
about her job, right? So she obviously gets paid to be there every night just in case.
How much do you think she makes? Like,
I don't know, but
that's like $500 a night.
Probably. Dodgers probably take care of
I were her, I would demand, even though the poor Oregon guy has to work more, I'd want that money. I'm an on-call musician just like that guy.
How much do you think the Oregon player makes?
It's I can tell you the PA announcers and the Oregon guys don't make very much.
No, that's what I'm saying. But do you think it's in the hundreds of dollars a game?
I could see him making a couple $100 a game, maybe.
Okay.
It's got to be worth it to,
Yeah.
You got to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
If you got something else
I mean, back in the day, I can tell you what I made to be the official scorer and to run the scoreboard for the Snapper.
Yeah.
$25 a game.
Wow.
About $8 an hour is what it turned out. It turned into.
I think you could make more being an umpire for like a Park District Little League in the Brewers. Ask Donahue about that.
Or let's ask George McCaskey about that.
Oh yeah. Ask McCaskey.
Well, I gave him $25 worth of effort too. Was that an error? What? Oh, I'm supposed to watch? Yeah, that's an error. On who? I don't know. Who? You tell me. I don't know.
You tell me.
No, that job was mostly I knew I was only going to do it for a year. I didn't really care what it paid.
You didn't get paid to keep score. You got paid to look at Don Money's.
Exactly. See Don is every night. I saw some stuff. It was a perfect year to be there. I mean, they were good. There were guys who went on to have good major league careers that I saw. The
early Prince Fielder you got to see. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Early Prince got to see. Best player in the league that year was Nelson Cruz from the Kane County Cougars.
Oh, wait.
Or Nelson Prince. It was probably Prince. Actually, it was Prince. And then Nelson. Felix PA was really good that year for the Cub, for the Lansing Lugnuts.
The Lugnuts.
Okay.
What year were you there?
03.
03.
Yeah, it was Snappers Lugnuts in the Midwest League Championship.
Yeah.
Remember you telling the story.
I have a big box of baseball
Felix
cards.
was out. Felix got thrown out because he left third base too soon.
Yeah.
On a sac fly. And I had no idea how to code that into the computer. And I literally typed LTE and squinted and hit, and it was the right code. It was for left too early was the actual code. Because I didn't know how I was going to make the stupid digital scorebook work. Because I didn't know that had not happened in the entire season. We'd never had that. And I didn't know, and it happened in the fucking championship game. But it worked. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Felix. I should have known. He was a 5-tool player. He was fast.
Yeah.
He could grab his nuts like nobody's business.
So much so that
he could strike out. He could leave base too soon. And I don't know what the 5th tool would be. You wear a lot of jewelry? Is that a 5th tool?
I don't know. When he hit the ball, like if he hit it square, he hit the shit out of the ball.
It looked like he was really going to be good. He was toolsy, and he was he was a problem for teams in the Midwest League. It just didn't work.
That's when he peaked.
They didn't. And they can't even blame Donahue and I went through this on remember this crap. When you look at Corey Patterson and how they just pushed him through the system.
Yeah,
it made no fucking sense. There was a good player there, and they fucked it up.
Well, they gave him a cup of coffee in 2000 or 99, right? That was way too early for him.
I think it was in there was a trend back then that your number 1 pick would get it written into their contract that you had to call him up because it was the old days of the 40-man because he got drafted when 99.
Well,
He got drafted in 98. He came up in 2000. He was 20 years old.
That was a why.
But there were players who like had to come up.
What was happening was the top picks would sign major league contracts that would automatically just start on the 40-man.
Speaking of the 03 Snappers, Ricky Weeks was the second overall pick.
Yeah.
Delman Young was first.
Yeah.
And he was going to Milwaukee in September. It was in his contract.
Yeah. Well, because it wouldn't cost them money. You wouldn't have to put on the 40-man roster. And you had 40 guys that you could bring up. So by signing major league deals, you automatically got put on the 40-man roster. You still had your 3 options, right? You could still get optioned up and down for 3 years. But basically, like, you didn't have to worry. But and you would probably sign a 6-year contract that covered your arbitration years sometimes. And so you would just sort of like, it's kind of funny. Everybody like makes a big deal about all these kids getting it wasn't commonplace, certainly, but I do remember it happening. Like all these kids, like getting these extensions before, playing a major league game. Like that used to happen anyway to like the top picks. Like I remember that happening.
The first thing we noticed about Ricky was how like good he was at getting hit. Like he got hit. Okay, I just looked it up. He got hit 6 times. He got hit 6 times in 20 games, and he probably almost got hit like 6 other times. Like he would literally just hang in there. He did not care. That was an easy way to get to first base. He'd just take it right off the ass. He didn't give a shit. But he got hit all the time. He was one of my favorite memories of that season was the second baseman on that team was Calix Crab.
Okay.
And he ended up playing in the big leagues for the Padres, I think. And late in the season, the Snappers they didn't clinch a playoff spot in the first half, so they had to do it in the second half. And he was slumping a little bit, and I had to go into Don's office, and Don is talking to Calix, and Don he looks at him and goes, "Did you see who we drafted number 1 overall?" And Calix is looking at him like, "What?" And he's like, "Do you know what position he plays? Yours. You might want to get it together because he's coming."
Yeah.
And then Calix like, "Okay," and he walks out the door.
Wow.
I forget what they did. I think Calix DH'd when Ricky came up. Calix was a nice little player, but I remember Don basically telling him, "They got a guy for your spot, so it's time to get it going right now, because otherwise, it's over."
Wow,
it is pretty cutthroat.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would imagine.
I mean, the draft you pump. I was just gonna say the draft you pump in like 30 new. Well, now it's only 20, but it was like 40 or 50 guys into your system. Somebody's got to go. They have like one rookie league team that can take like half of them, but the other guys on other minor league teams just lost jobs because of the guys that are. That doesn't
include the influx of international players and like players who are 16, 17 playing in the Dominican Summer League, and then all of a sudden into Complex League, and they're coming up also when they're 18 or 19 to play in the Midwest League and stuff.
Yeah, the big threat because the whatever they called it. It's not like maybe it was the rookie league team. The full season rookie league team was in High Desert somewhere. Okay. I think that's Arizona. And that was always the threat was get your shit together. You're going to High Desert. None of that. As much as they didn't like Beloit, none of them wanted to go to High Desert. That's where the Bachelor, Josh Murray, got sent when.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, they used to have the rookie league, and then there were like 3 A classes, right? There was low A, and high A. Or it may have only been 2, low A and high A. And then you had double A, triple A, et cetera. But yeah, you used to have, maybe they did have 3, I don't remember. But some teams like didn't have like teams in one of the classes, if I remember right. I don't know.
Yeah, every now and then you'd see that.
The other day I did find in my big box baseball cards some packs of the Lansing Lugnuts like team set that I must have bought. No, not Lansing. Sorry. No, it was Lansing Lugnuts, but I must have bought them at Kane County. Because obviously I've never been to the Lansing Lugnut, but I've been to Kane County. And then I have a pack of like some All-Stars, like Midwest League All-Stars. That was kind of like they had to be from like 98, 99, maybe 2000.
I remember when Chris Bryant made his pro debut for the Eugene Emeralds in the Northwest League. That's a short season rookie league team. And I think he struck out 4 times.
Well, he did against James Shields in the.
No, but I mean, in his first pro game ever, I'm pretty sure he struck out 4 times. And I remember I tweeted out, "Oh, he's a bust."
Yeah.
And a bunch of like people, the sarcasm that nobody still can understand it. People went nuts at me. It's one game. It's blah blah blah.
Yeah. Like, sorry guys,
Relax.
I'm calling it now.
Second overall pick.
Right.
He's clearly fucking terrible. So
yeah,
way to go, Cubs.
Calling it now.
Quick trivia question for you guys: when do you think Felix PA stopped playing professional baseball?
He hasn't.
Professional baseball? I'll guess.
He did stop, but it's a lot more recent than you probably think.
Last year.
2018.
What's that?
2018.
2025.
And then Andy, you said last year?
Yeah.
Andy's a little closer. He played in the Winter League as recent as 2022, 2023. Played independent ball in 2022 with Kentucky in the, what league is this? The Atlantic League. So good for Felix.
Dude, I gotta say, like, there is like that dude obviously, like, I don't know if it's like the only thing he can do, but he obviously loves playing baseball.
Yeah. Somebody will pay you anything to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I was wrong. It was the Chris Bryant played for the Boise Hawks.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah,
Eugene Emeralds was the Cubs used to be their guy. But yeah,
that was when they had the West 10 Smokies.
And I can't look up his. There's no game log. I can't look it up.
What?
Not for that one.
Baseball Reference failed me.
Oh man, that's some. Wow.
All right. Oh, sorry. I'm distracted myself. I'm trying to Google Chris Bryant. Boise first game.
Now I'm going down the Chris Bryant rabbit hole. Holy shit, man! 2016 was so much fun. You guys remember 2016?
I don't remember much about it. How did it end?
I want to thank Rizzo and Ross for an audio companion to my book. It's very nice.
You should market that. Fuck it. What are they going to do? Sell you a cease and desist letter? Man, he was really good in 2017. God damn it. Chris Bryant. Why? Why'd you have to get hurt? That dude was like a surefire Hall of Famer, man. Like his first 5 years were just fucking incredible.
Yep.
Like incredible.
Even if you go up to like 2021, the only like down years would have been 2020 and I guess 18 when he was hurt.
I know in 2018 he only had, fewer than 400 at bats. But still 450 some Ps. Oh, man. God damn it, Bryant. Holy shit. I love that guy. He's such a good fucking player. That might make me as sad as Pryor would. Probably. I mean, he was really, really good for the Cubs for like 5 years instead of 2.
Yeah, I don't know if so let's see. Fred Lynn and Ichiro won MVP and Rookie of the Year same year.
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't know who other than Bryant won. I'm sure it's happened.
Ooh, I think Ryan
first year Rookie of the Year. First year Rookie of the Year, second year MVP. Ryan Howard.
What did you say?
Ryan Howard, I think, did. Obviously, it doesn't come with the World Series in the same MVP year, but still.
Yeah, he did. Ryan Howard did. Good job. Good call.
Yeah. What about Steve Balboni? Did he win Rookie of the Year? Wait, I might be thinking of someone else.
Maybe won Rookie of the Year. I don't know if he ever won an MVP.
I think is he one of the guys
that was older than Griffey?
Who was older than?
No, he didn't. Who was the Royal though? There was an
Bob
old
Horner?
Royal. That was Brave.
Amos Sotos.
Bob Horner didn't play a single minor league game.
Yep, that's
Who was
right.
it? Marty Cordova, maybe? Or
no,
he was a twin or a Oriole when he
Indian.
was
I thought he was an Indian.
Oh no, Bob Hamlin. I had the Bob
Hamlin.
Long Bob H.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Bob Hamlin falls into that where Ken Griffey Jr.
was
younger than the American League Rookie of the Year for the first, I think, 7 years of his career.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And it was because of guys like Hamlin and Cordova.
Yeah.
They had towards the end, they had a couple of old rookies who won. And it just kept pushing it. And Junior did not win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
But he was younger than the reigning one for like 7 seasons in a row. That's
interesting. I gotta look that up. I'll look that up before our next one. Like, because I know that there's a few. There's definitely been second year MVPs. Like Ryan Sandberg was a second year MVP.
No,
there've been others. Plenty of others.
That was year 3, right?
Year 3,
83.
Wasn't 82
83,
like
84?
not all
82,
that
yeah.
full of a season
Yes.
for him?
Oh, you're probably right.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
it had to be,
exactly a
'cause
cup
he only
of
played
coffee,
1 year
but-
at third, and then he won at his 82.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Say
82, 156 games,
Yeah.
so never mind.
Did
He
in
did play
82?
full
Okay.
year.
All right.
Yeah.
What I thought of was they weren't the same year. He won the Gold Glove in 83 at second base in his
Okay.
first year at a new position. And then he
Yeah.
obviously won it
And then
again
in
and won
84 he was-
MVP
Yeah, okay.
in
Fair enough.
83. Yeah. Yeah, because he
Huh.
was on those
All right.
he was on those incredible 82 Cubs.
Yeah.
Quite a bunch. Lee Elia's
Great.
full season.
Yeah.
The great Bump Wills and
He didn't, for some reason, he didn't finish the next year. I can't think why. He gave a fun little speech after a game, and it kind of started the clock on his career. But anyway, it's
well, Lee,
Donahue and I convinced ourselves that
Yeah.
if
I
Lee,
remember this.
if they hadn't fired Lee Elia, they'd have won the World Series in 1984 because Jim Fry was a turd. Elia was a better
Possible.
manager than Jim Fry, and they would have won the World Series. Lee Elia would not have fucked around in the NLCS. They'd have beat the Padres, and they'd have gone on to win the World Series, or maybe lost the
Fucked
Tigers,
around
but they'd
in
at
the-
least won the pennant. Those Tigers were pretty good.
I know we're going crazy long now with a bunch of irreverent talk about the Cubs in the 80s, but I mean, Lee Elia in 83 got to manage 113 games before he got fired. I mean, it's no surprise he got fired in the middle of a year where he had that iconic rant like that. But do you remember what it is that caused him to get fired, or was it just general the fact that they were losing so much?
They were just bad.
They were just bad. Okay, that makes sense.
There had been a lot because they had made they'd gotten Say, and I just think there was a feeling they were going to be better. They couldn't pitch. That was the biggest problem. Even the next year, look at that. Fergie, 40 years old, made 29 starts for them.
Wow.
And their best pitcher was Chuck Rainey, maybe? I mean, they couldn't pitch. And was that the year Dickie Knowles got traded for himself?
Might have been.
No, it was 87. His second tour with the Cubs.
Okay.
And third.
Second and third. Yep, all in one big thing. But even in 84, they started the year they didn't have Eggers or Sutcliffe. I mean,
Sure.
Well, yeah, Dick Ruthven
they
was
built
there when
that.
They, started,
they
right?
didn't really have very good pitching to start 84, much less 83 and 82. So that was their big problem. So
Yeah, they
that'll get you
went
fired.
into 84.
Bad pitching will get you
Wait, when
fired.
did they get Trout? Was Trout was the middle of 83 pickup? Or off
he was
season
there in
83?
83.
Oh, he was, okay.
I think off season, maybe before 83.
So you had Trout. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure, it was Dick Ruthven who made the opening day start in 84, right? I'm not making that up. Okay. So yeah, I don't know.
What a trade. Steve
Well,
Trout and Warren Brewster
Hey,
for Scotty Fletcher, Randy Martz, Pat Tabler, and Dick Tidrow.
Pat Tabler, huh?
The bases were
on the
loaded. You were in
subject of the
trouble.
84 Cubs, Sky Point, R.I.P., Davey Lopes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so beloved by his Cub teammates. Apparently nobody liked Davey. I don't think Davey wanted to be a Cub. At least in 85, I don't think he wanted to be a Cub because they were bad. He led a lot. Apparently, a lot of talk about how the Dodgers did it this way and the Dodgers did it that way. And teammates
Yeah.
were like, well,
Well, he was
why don't you
46
fuck
years
off?
old.
Dodgers
Yeah.
don't fucking want you, so shut up. There was a lot of that. But yeah,
Right.
he was.
You know what's
he
where the
stole,
Dodgers did it?
stole,
The Dodgers are doing it without Ewing.
he stole a shitload of bases that year. He was 40 years old.
Nah.
Yeah, he showed up at the very end of 84. 85, he stole 47 bases in 51 attempts. That's pretty good. That's the most he had stolen since he was 33 years old. He was rejuvenated.
Rest in power, King.
There you go.
He played till he's 42.
Yeah, and he didn't want to be here.
At least he's not Kenny
I mean,
Landreau.
he did hit pretty well when he was here, though, surprisingly. 52 OPS, 129 OPS plus.
Why didn't they trade him at the deadline? They traded him the next year at the deadline, or sometime during the season. Gotta hang on. Gotta hang on to 40-year-old Davey Lopes.
For Mark Grace's fighting
Frank
partner,
DePino?
Frank DePino.
Yeah. No, Jerry Mumphrey. Davey Lopes. That one amazing out of nowhere season with the Cubs at the end of his career. 118 games, 333, 400, 534. It's like, Jesus, Jerry, what got into you? I didn't know those. Well, it was 87. I guess everybody hit home runs in 87.
Yeah.
Didn't need to juice the arms
Right.
yet. The ball was. All right. I'm going to call it. People are like, God, what if they really went off the rails? All right. Well, have fun filing your taxes. Don't forget to file your taxes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Go to jail. Even though Trump fired all the IRS guys, there's nobody to investigate you.
Many of us have herpes.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
It's fitting. It's got to be done with one of the best games of all time. Just unbelievable. I mean, got to congratulate the Dolan family.
Thank you. Sean, my podcast co-host Andy, you were his favorite player growing up.
Oh, thank you so much.
Awesome.
Andy.